matter like what are you using in a language. If your culture, if you know about your culture, if you know about what you have to wear or not, if you know about what you have to use or not, then obviously you can, your country can grow. Only to use Hindi or English or Urdu or any other language, you cannot grow to your country. So
Hello Dipesh, I'm Raj, and I want to say that in the today's generation, most of people are speaking English and they are focusing to learn the English language. But the main thing is that our mother tongue is Hindi, and nobody knows which type of Hindi we are speaking. In the currently, we are not speaking Hindi. We are speaking the mixture of languages. It includes English, Urdu, or Hindi. So we are not speaking any specific language properly. So I want to say that just like Urdu is the mixture of Hindi and Farsi, then we are speaking is a mixture of three languages. So what it called English type things. So I am saying that we should concentrate on the learn one language properly and pronounce the words in properly of the all languages. That's my point.
okay, but I don't think like this, because I think if you are speaking anything, any language, then I think all are good. And because when you will try to communicate in that condition, there are not a mandatory like you should speak proper in like Hindi. You have not to use of Urdu, because it's a depend on your front of person. If there are any person who is able to understand both mix up, then I think yeah, we will able to communicate, and we learn the language only for the communication. It's a important in that conditions, and I think it's a very good thing. And when we talk about the like English, then because I think we don't have any second option. If we will not learn English, then we will unable to do, because we cannot operate the computer in Hindi language. If we will operate in a Hindi language, we will unable to understand what is written there. Like we are doing a coding, we are making a software. There are not a, this is not a possible thing, because coding cannot be in a Hindi. Coding error can be in a Hindi English, but cannot be in a Hindi. And coding like we know that the in a coding we use binary number 0 and 1, and when we use of that, when we develop the software, then this is a process. And so that's why I'm saying that because of Hindi we cannot grow the nowadays. And because it's not about only us. Okay, the like that in air force you can see, when we purchase any fighter jet from any another country, then we should have a knowledge about all things, because we cannot purchase, we cannot understand if we don't know the English. Then if it's a mandatory, then we should learn this. This is my point.
Dipesh, as you said that there are many coding languages are in English, so we can't use in Hindi because it's difficult to operate this in Hindi. But there are three countries who are protecting their languages, who are protecting their real languages and supporting and reading the front and putting the ahead of another languages, just like in China, Japan, and Korea. They are using their own language in the trains, in the games, in the mobiles functions also, because Korea has the company Samsung, and the China has many companies Mi, Oppo, Vivo, and the Japan have their company Huawei and Panasonic. So I'm saying that they are putting their own languages. They are not reading in the English language. They are not writing the English language in their signboards also. But if you are watching in India, there are in the also games which are produced by the many Korean companies and the many Chinese companies game many Indian plays. But they are not say that we should keep it in Hindi. In many Indian railways, many Indian advanced rail, just like Vande Bharat, there are many instructions in English only. Why English? In the you see in the China, Japan, they have their own languages, not English. They are writing their own languages on the signboards, on the instructions, because we are thinking that it's not possible that Hindi we can apply in anywhere. But China, Japan, and Korea don't think about that. They think this our language, and we should protect it and we should use because it's our mother tongue. But in India, what we are doing? We are not even speaking in Hindi. There are many words just like kutharagat. Many Hindi speaking person don't know what is the meaning of kutharagat. What I am saying, there are many Hindi words we are not speaking. We are not say that I have no time, and in Hindi we said waqt nahi. Waqt is a Urdu word, and we are saying that. And somebody says time nahi, and time is English word. We are not using properly the word samay. What I am saying, my bloody point, that we are not supporting our language Hindi. This is the main weakness of our language.
Okay, then assume that you are studying in a college and nowadays, and if I will say to you, the like Raj, you have to use only the Hindi language, you have not to use of English. Okay, then are you well prepared for using? No,
Yeah, I am prepared for Hindi.
you are prepared, but you are not prepared in the level of the engineering. When you will do BTech in that condition, if you will try to use of Hindi, then you can know the what can be the difficulties there. What is the level of Hindi? It means it's a very tough language. If we are talking about the like Japan, they are using all language because they are doing this from a starting. It means if we have to learn the English, then we should learn from a childhood. Then we will able to take a good command in a Hindi. Okay, but if we will think that in a mid of this we will try to change it in a Hindi language, this is a not a easy things. Okay, the like when we use the software, like okay, we are just talking about the Japan in another country. Just take the examples of America, and you have to do work there. Because if we are using a lot of fighter jet, then we are also purchasing from America, because they also use a English language, and we purchase many things. We use the software. The like CapCut is not available in India. We use by some resources. It's a app of America, and we use many app. We use many mobile phones. Then if we know that, if we know the English, then we can communicate. We can use, and we can do job there in the future. If you will try to find a job only in India, the like you are just thinking that I have to follow my own language and I have to find job in India, then no, there is a no not any job. And when you will go anywhere, then they will try to say you like you should know about the English, because it's a not the only the problem of our mother tongue language of you cannot say that if we are not using, then we are wrong. Okay, it's a not like that, because it has become a mandatory, because it has become a very useful for us. Without this we cannot do. So that's why we are using. If we have to connect with another country, if we have to do job there, if we have to do anything, then we will have to use English language. Okay, it doesn't matter like what are you using in a language. If your culture, if you know about your culture, if you know about what you have to wear or not, if you know about what you have to use or not, then obviously you can, your country can grow. Only to use Hindi or English or Urdu or any other language, you cannot grow to your country. So this is my point.